Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who picked Mike Masenzio to defeat Brian Stann. And I'm here to talk about the main event for UFC 291, Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje 2. This is one of the very few fights that could headline a pay-per-view with no title on the line. No legit title anyway. There is the BMF title on the line here, the prestigious BMF title. Who could forget about that? But just an excellent matchup. I want to say these guys are both destined to be in the Hall of Fame. And Justin Gaethje, he is absolutely a candidate, or maybe the leading candidate, for most exciting fighter in the history of the sport. So he's got that going for him. He has tried to get away from that a bit, especially after his last loss, ironically, to Dustin Poirier. Not that that was his last loss, but that was the fight in which, after which he decided to pivot and try to fight a little more wisely, fighting behind his jab and not trying to let everything devolve into a war. We even saw him land a takedown in the final seconds of the Rafael Fiziev fight. Maybe it would have been nicer to see a few of those earlier on, but I love Gaethje for who he is. He's just a fucking savage, and despite trying to fight more conservatively, I think he's not going to have that option in this fight. I think Dustin Poirier is just too sharp with the boxing. He's got incredible boxing, really, really good hands, and he's got 3 inches of reach despite being 2 inches shorter. I think that could serve anybody well, but it'll definitely serve Dustin Poirier well. And of course, even though it was 5 years ago almost or something like that, I had to watch that first fight again, and Justin Gaethje was behind pretty much the whole way. Had a few nice moments in round 3, but was, he's always in the realm of winning any fight because he's so tough to get out of there, and he's also so dangerous. So it was an edge of your seat type of fight the whole way through. But I did think Dustin Poirier, in addition to winning the fight, I also thought he proved to be better, at that time anyway. And he was having a lot of success boxing against the kicks of Justin Gaethje. And the kicks, I think, in this fight, they will be his primary weapon because it's the best way to deal with the great jousting of a great boxer like Dustin Poirier. Justin Gaethje's got those kicks that will make you think twice to even throw another strike. So I think this will be a similar battle to how the first one went down. And it's not like Justin Gaethje should lose because he lost the first one. He's very much in the realm of winning that type of fight. In fact, he's probably favored to win that type of fight against most guys. But I'm going with Dustin Poirier. I think Dustin Poirier, he has, his chin hasn't looked weak. He has been knocked out twice. It was by Michael Johnson and Conor McGregor, but those were spread throughout. One was 14, the other was 2016, I think. And he hasn't been knocked out since. Both guys are theoretically in their primes at age 34, so I'm assuming they're both very healthy. And the way they've lost recently has been by submission. Charles Oliveira submitting them, and Khabib Nurmagomedov submitting them. Those are the best, the cream of the crop, and neither one of these guys, as underrated as they might be, neither one of these guys is going to be able to duplicate one of those performances. I think Justin Gaethje, to win this fight, he's got the chance of getting a clean knockout like Michael Johnson or Conor McGregor, but I think he's got to do what he just failed to do the first time. Win that fight. Win the war, which is something Justin Gaethje can absolutely do. But I don't think he's going to be able to be the more disciplined, controlled striker, throwing clean, straight shots like he was against Rafael Fiziev. He had a significant reach advantage in that fight. Here, he's going to be a little outgunned reach-wise. And again, Dustin Poirier, his boxing is as good as it gets. So I'm expecting a really close fight. It wouldn't surprise me at all to see Justin Gaethje win, but it would surprise me even less to see Dustin Poirier win. I'm picking Dustin Poirier to win. I do envision it being a TKO. And yeah, I have nothing else to look to but the first fight. I guess I'd go with round 4. But I think it'll be a similar type of fight. I'd love to see these guys mix in the wrestling here and there. Gaethje, again, finally landed his first takedown in the final seconds of the Fiziev fight. But Dustin Poirier, his takedowns have been there for him throughout his career, especially that one on Conor McGregor. in their second fight. Was a beautiful takedown, but he's going to be looking to strike, I think, in this fight, because I think he will find an advantage there, Dustin Poirier. And for Justin Gaethje, he's a guy who is comfortable getting his ass kicked, because most of the time that's a fight he somehow wins. So I think this is going to go back to being a similar fight to the first fight. I think Gaethje's going to revert to some of his old ways, because he's going to be forced to, not being able to be the cleaner striker against Dustin Poirier's hands. And I've got Poirier winning. I've bet on him at minus 140, and you can get the finish at plus 135, which the line's just dropped. And I think if he does win, it will be by finish. But so far, I've just played his money line, minus 140. Like, share, subscribe, all that horseshit, and check out my other videos.